Hey, hopefully you're having a good day, or actually you're probably like pooping right now, or like hiding from your boss at work while you're pooping. Speaking of hiding from your boss at work while you're pooping, I called in sick today because I was like, I don't want to go in. So, also, just a quick little update. This tank bag is legit. I think it's the perfect size, and I finally got this little guy on there. So, I'm not super mega lame. And then, my next plan is to get these cables looking, not so horrible. And then I'm going to put these back on and cut the fairings the length of this little pipe or whatever right there. So that'll be fun. And yeah, in the short little not even week that I've been riding this thing, I got this motorcycle. It was at 330, and now I'm coming up on 400 miles, and I'm gonna have to do my first oil change, which will be freaking a ton of fun. Actually, I did one when I got the bike, so I've done it before. Oh, there was a stop right there. But yeah, I really enjoy the 250, other than like when you see someone on a bigger bike and they kind of shame you, which I completely get, and I'm not hating them for it, but it feels bad for me. Get up to speed. Something I was saying in my last little video that I really enjoy about the bikes is being able to get into like new areas where you're just kind of, I feel like you're feeling things out more with the bike, where you can run down an alleyway, it's not a big deal. If you have to turn around, you can easily turn around. Also, everyone says that like Texas drivers are gonna run you off the road, that they're super mean and horrible, but everyone's been like pretty nice. There was a lady yesterday who I like waved at her, and I was like, hey, can I sneak in front of you? And she was totally cool with it, which was super sweet of her. So I'm also like, I'm not on a fast bike, I'm not weaving in and out of traffic, so that's the thing. There's all, I don't know if you can hear me that well. I will figure out this audio this weekend, it will happen. But yeah, this little bike's been good. I keep going back and forth on if I should do the trail tech and take off this old speedometer, but I kind of love the speedometer. It's especially at night. I got you. You're good. I'm not gonna hit you, lady. Especially at night, I feel like I'm like in an 80s action movie, and I'm like, I don't know, I kind of really enjoy that. Please don't hit me. So yeah, if I do get rid of that, then I'll get the trail tech, and then I'll get a round 7-inch like headlight. But I think my current plan is to adapt the fairings for this bike. The ones that came with it were destroyed because the dude like laid it down, or at least the front one was. And but my dad at the time bought like an extra fairing. It's not like in the best shape. It's like some dude that like made it out of fiberglass, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And I think my plan is to put it over so it covers this and kind of gives it a cowl, and then it comes along here, cut it here, and then do that fender along that line right there. So that'll be a fun thing to do. Other than that, the Royal Enfield, someone offered me a 2004 Yamaha V-Star 1100, which I'm like, that's a big bike. I don't know if I'm like ready. I have buddies that say it's fine, it's a cruiser, you'll be okay. But so I'm thinking about that, but I just I don't know if I want another project bike. Yeah, I'm down to fix stuff up that I think is cool, but I'm not super invested in that one. So we'll see there. Look at that. That's a weird color. That's not a bad color though. It's not one you see all the time. Is this okay? We're still good. Yeah. Again, this is all very new to me. Oh, it's so good. It's just a 250, and it's so nice to me. It's just so nice. And I've really been bombing around the same few spots, and I know I'm a little bit away from it, but the idea of taking a bike like to another state would be awesome. Like my buddy Jared lives in Tennessee, and I think my like next little goal is to make it out to him, which would be freaking legit. But I do need a larger bike, because I don't know, this on the freeway isn't super comfortable. That's also the reason I want to put that cowl like that. If I need to like hop on the freeway, I can, and it's not the worst thing in the world. First, that's why. Also, look how pretty it is out here. Like I know it's like a corporate park, whatever, but like it's freaking stunning. Look at these buildings. There's like a different appreciation when you're on a bike. Maybe I'm getting a little too woo-woo about it, but that's fun. Also, I don't quite understand. There's like this culture on the. I mean, like I get it, but I don't know if I quite align myself with it. And it's like, I'm gonna die on my bike, like all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, like if you're sad, like get some counseling. Like we're cool, like you're all right. You don't have to be like bummed and want to die. But I don't know if I'm just like not initiated to it, so I don't understand it. But yeah. I'm just like, nah, be safe, everything's cool. But yeah, after some time on this bike, it's a great it's a great little bike. I mean, like I'm a beginner more or less, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know anything, but my experience with it has been like truly really fun. And I don't know, it's like just nimble enough where you can get away with stuff, like not being killed by this gentleman. He's a nice guy. He's having a good day. So look at this. This spot's super cool. So Union Bear right there is very, very nice. It's a brewery, and but they got like pretty dang good. Maybe I'll go there later. Actually, I'm kind of having a me day. Like I have to pick up some food. I have to drive my freaking car, which I'm like, ugh, I don't do this anymore, but I do, and I need it. So, and then this spot right here is called the Bavette Grill. The owner's actually very nice. I hear a lot. This is actually, I haven't eaten here. I'll go here. I'm gonna go here for lunch or dinner. But yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna focus up all my little skills to not get murdered. Is the way to do it. Also, I've been talking to like cars, like please don't kill me and things like that, and I'm assuming like other people do that, like I don't, but it's just like it's very funny to me that I'm just like, no, thank you for not murdering me, and then I'll throw down like a hand sign. I also had this awkward moment where I was trying to be nice and like thank a person, and I threw up one finger like which it was like very awkward, because I was like one moment, which was like not what I was going for, so I was kind of bummed on that. but I think they probably understood. There's a cool street over here actually where like a lot of people go. Again, I'm just like staying within my immediate area of like Frisco and Plano, which is pretty fun. I also had a cool interaction with some dude at a don't put my foot down, good boy. At a it's okay. I don't want the wave. I don't need your validation. Even though I kind of do. But yeah, I was very awkward with this gentleman because I didn't know how to turn off the music on my car though, and he said hi to me, and then I just yelled like, ah! It was a whole deal. But he was a pretty cool guy. There was one thing, he was like, I put my bike down at 90, and I was like, oh, and like, he wasn't wearing a jacket, and like, I'm not gonna lecture the dude, like, he's a grown adult, like, he can do his thing, but I was like, man, you're not wearing a jacket, and maybe, like, I get it, riding just a t-shirt is, like, awesome, it shows off your guns, you're like, this is an all-around great time for everyone, but, I don't know, I was just like, also, he had no road rash, so I was like, how'd you get out of this? Did you have a jacket? I had questions, but I didn't want to ask him and be, like, completely rude. Yeah, you can go. Cops haven't been mean to me yet, so we'll see. Also, I couldn't really run away if I wanted to. Not that I would, but I might. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, this little street's kind of cool. Also, this, I don't know, recording these videos has been nice because it's like, it gives me a reason to get out, but also I've just been eating this up. Yeah, there was like a little bit of time where I was, I felt like I was overdosing on YouTube videos on motorcycles and trying to get information about certain bikes and be like, oh, is this one better than that one? And essentially like min-maxing my experience, which is helpful to a certain extent to get excited and pumped. But then once I like got it, I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna go outside and do this thing. Keep forgetting that this is on, and I don't quite trust the chin mount, so I keep having to touch the camera. Situations like this, I get like I'm like, cool, everything's okay, and then I should try and pull into that lane, but I'm like, is this weirdo gonna pop out? And sometimes I do it, and sometimes I'm like, I don't trust you, Tesla, so I'm gonna wait a second. Just picked up my foot. Look at all the glass on this. But yeah, I don't know if I should already be looking at next bikes, but I feel like I'm gonna keep this bike, like 110%. This bike is gonna stay with me. I mean, it cost, I think my dad bought it for like $600. I put another like $400 into it to make it like somewhat okay. I mean, it has like 700 miles. Like, I'm just gonna ride it till everything falls apart. Well, I'm gonna take care of it, but like, you know, there's a lot more life in this bike, and yeah, I don't know. And maybe I'm being too nostalgic about it. But I see a lot of people that like regret selling their first bike and things like that. I just don't really have the want or need to. And I feel like even after I get like a bigger, potentially faster, well, I mean, for sure faster, but like a fast bike, I'm like, I think I'm still going to want to ride this. And especially for like around town. slow down. Wee-hee-hee. I'm not gonna adjust anything. We're just gonna coast through. Okay. I always planned on putting the front fender back on, but last night I was kind of in this area and there was like a pipe that burst or something, and I went through a bunch of water and it sprayed like right down the line of my helmet. I couldn't see anything and I was like, oh okay, I should put that on like now. And so I got on that because I did not want to be blind anymore. I haven't seen a ton of bikers in the past few days, which is kind of... I'm trying to get better at that. I'm doing the downshift and grabbing a few gears. Also, I think I mentioned this last time, but I'm trying to get better about looking at my speed as much, because I'm trying to be like, you know, legal, respectful of the law, like not going too crazy, especially like I don't have a huge like skill set to pull from, so I don't want to be going, you know, 75 or 80 and I have to come to a stop and forcefully insert myself into the Kia Forte in front of me. But yeah, I just need to improve on that. It's kind of breakfast time, and I kind of think I might get some breakfast. No. I've been doing better. I'm gonna go home and grab some food. Look at his hat was not on his head properly. Anyways, I think that's all I got. All right, bye.